We are all joining together to release draft legislation to end the federal prohibition on cannabis.
Yeah, finally. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about this for still? Nobody gives a fuck about marijuana being illegal. You guys are assholes. Like, seriously. Like honestly, we have these conversations, and I am honestly very fucking annoyed with the fact that we treat our government like we're fucking babies. Oh, we're finally gonna remove marijuana as a ban. Yay! Oh my god, we're gonna remove the federal marijuana ban. We've only been asking for this for 40 fucking years. It should have never been banned in the first place because marijuana. We set the bar at alcohol, which causes tons of deaths a year from drunk driving and alcoholism and actual fucking liver disease. Fucking liver disease. But marijuana, something that like might stunt the development of children if they use it, so it's recommended that you use it once you're a full adult, and then the negative impacts are you get a little stupid. That's got to be banned. We set the bar at cigarettes and alcohol, and we've got rid of weed, and the only reason you're considering it is because there's no political backlash from like a very minority amount of annoying people. In general, it never should have been banned. Like, what, pharmaceutical companies didn't want you to have marijuana because it's a really good, it's a good treatment for a lot of issues? What the fuck? Like, it's good for, like, a bunch of different things. It's good just to unwind and relax. It's good for a myriad of different autoimmune diseases. It's good for taking away pain. It doesn't have the addictive like qualities of like fucking morphine. And now it's like, guys, we know that you're really angry because we're sitting here playing partisan or bipartisan fucking games. But hey, we're gonna start taking it. We're gonna make marijuana legal. Like, I honestly feel like, and maybe this is a conspiracy, but they were just saving the legalization of marijuana to throw people a bone so that they'll feel like the federal government's finally doing something, despite the fact that like they did the problem in the first place. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like if somebody stole from you and then they're like, you know what, guys, I think I'm going to give it back now. You know what? It's like, hey, I stole your car. Well, it's 15 years later. I'm going to give it back now. Oh, thank you so much. Like, that's the expected reaction. And then people in my chat, they're like, yeah, the weed helps my PTSD. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm just so annoyed with this shit. Especially after that one, like, Olympian woman got fucking banned for smoking weed. What a shitload of fuck, bro. What a shitload of fuck. And now we're going to make it legal? I don't know. Weed helps with anxiety. There's so many people in the chat that are like, yeah, you know, marijuana helps me a lot with, like, a particular thing that I have. It's like, that's great. And I don't even smoke pot. This isn't even like I really want to smoke. I don't really like, I've smoked a couple times. I'm not a particular fan. Not really for me. But it helps so many people because what? It's affordable and it helps so much. Is that why it was banned? You set the bar at fucking alcohol and it took you how many years to unban weed? It's pathetic. And I'm not taking it as a thank you for my political overlord masters for giving me back something that never should have been taken away. It's like, dude, you're fucking so stupid.
This is monumental.
No, it's not.
At long last, we are taking steps in the Senate to right the wrongs of the failed war on drugs. As my colleagues...
You're part of the failure. Hey, we had a failed war on drugs. Oh, how many years ago was the war on drugs? Let's just take a quick look at it. Hey, let's see. War on drugs. Let's just get the timeline down. 1971. 1971. 50 years? Hey guys, it only took us 50 years. We're finally going to get rid of the war on drugs. And we only talked about like the positives of it. And I talked about it from like a perspective of like, oh, we started this war on drugs because it's like a fucking pharmaceutical conspiracy because this is a cheaper alternative. But like also the war on drugs was to target fucking black people. It's like, hey, we finally are like, dude, what the fuck? Hey, let's target poor people who have to sell drugs to survive because we've historically denied them opportunity. Oh, yeah. Hey, let's start changing that now, 50 years later, and let's pretend like it's a good thing. You guys, you look old as shit. You've probably been in government for quite a long time, and you've never, like, have you ever truly advocated for the removal of this? We shouldn't just be removing weed as a fucking substance. Marijuana should be legal, and we need to decriminalize drugs in general. And that doesn't mean that don't make all of them legal. You shouldn't have, like, fucking heroin shouldn't be legal, but it should be decriminalized so that people don't go to fucking jail for doing or selling drugs, because these are usually people, or at least doing drugs. Get rid of the selling part. At least doing drugs. You shouldn't go to jail for being a fucking heroin addict. You think jail is going to help heroin addicts? No. It's not going to help heroin addicts. You can put them in a fucking facility to help heroin addicts. And a facility, honestly, that doesn't centralize around religious teachings. Because you want to know what? We are in a society we're not a society that values religion as much anymore. That's just a plain and simple fact. And it's not going to change. And when you put people in these substance programs and you centralize them a lot, especially AA centralizes a lot around a higher power, once you leave that area where everybody's like, yeah, God is great, you're going to lose your ability. That's the only thing that helps you control. The higher power is the only thing that you're taught to control, like your substance abuse. So when you're in an area where everybody's like, oh yeah, God is great, it works. But once you go back home, it's not there anymore. So we need to stop having our fucking treatment programs also be centralized around fucking religion. And if you want to be like, I think everything should be centralized, well, fuck you. That's not the way that society works, bro. Like, I get it. You're fucking religious, and that's great for you. But that's just not how society works. We can't fucking lazily operate programs around how fucking Catholics and Christians and fucking Jewish people and, I don't know, Muslim people and whatever. We can't centralize them around religion. You have to centralize a solution around what is practical and actually will work for society. It's just fucking crazy, bro. It's just crazy, bro. And we spend so much money putting people in jail. What does it cost? Like $80,000 a year to put somebody in fucking jail? You don't think that money would be better spent opening up a different facility that isn't so stressful? And then it gets into a whole conversation. But what the fuck do we put people in jail for anyway? The recidivism rate is almost 80%. Like 4 in 5 people who go to jail are going to go back in the next 5 years. That's how dog shit pathetic our fucking jail system is. It's just ridiculous. It's just insane. Our systems suck. But thank you for jerking us off and being like, we're finally going to do this thing for you. What is it? To make us a little happier, a little calmer? Oh, our federal government's been fucking things up for the past, I don't know, however many years. But hey, we can smoke weed now. Everything's fine. I honestly feel like this is just some kind of a fucking bipartisan political tool to calm people down and just keep them in line, because they'll shit on us. Both political parties, and then they'll throw us a bone every once in a while that'll make us kind of happy. And it's like, oh, look, the government's doing a good thing now. Yeah, because they did a bad thing in the past. It's fucking stupid, and we're all jerking it off. Everybody's so happy. Oh my god, we did it! Like, this fucking vampire doesn't do anything positive for us, and then we're gonna come every time. Oh, give us weed. Wow.
The war on drugs has really been a war on people.
Yeah.
Particularly people of color.
Right.
The Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act would help put an end to the unfair targeting and treatment of communities of color by removing cannabis from the federal list of controlled substances. We are all...
Wait, that's it? They're just removing it from the federal list of controlled substances? So they're not what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Does that mean that it gets is it federally legal? Or are they just letting the states have their individual choice on whether it should or shouldn't be a thing? Because you want to know what else is fucking stupid too? Like, for how long? Like, weed's been legal for years in some states, right? And what happens is the federal government, it's not legal federally, just state-wise. So, like, the federal government will shoot out a goddamn task force that we have to pay our taxes for to catch people that those states have decided are fine. Like, it's so fucking stupid the way some of this shit works. They're fucking dumb. And inflation's up, like, what, 5%? But hey, we got our marijuana, so we could all just chill the fuck out. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow my Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. All links are in the description. Also, check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me even more than you already do. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.